So going forward, yes, we will see in the second session also how these messages are handled. Because a lot of built-in function models calling, yes, built-in function models. There are many function models just now we have discussed, right? How they are handled. Now I can take it to SC37. Recently I introduced many function models, right? We have what is that? Suppose if go with upload a GUI upload. Any function model, if you take it, under that there are how many exceptions are there? File open error, file read error, no batch, invalid type, etc. etc. So many exceptions are there, right? So we will go to here. This when these exceptions are raised. Okay. So if you want to go to just random, just to scroll this way, you will come to know normally. Yes, you will find a message space ID type E number. This is one type. Message ID type and a number. Raising no authority. What is no authority? No authority is there already here. No underscore authority must be declared here. Yes, this is there. So no authority exception is declared first in the exception tab. Once you declare, it comes into this interface. Then after you can use under raising. Okay. Then next we have raising no batch. Raising header not allowed. Raising. So you see here for different conditions. This so almost they are going with raising statement only. Raising statement only. So always what is best practice, what is recommended by SAP is rather than raising openly, always rise with message statement. Okay. Always rise with message statement. Okay, done. This is your a small uh, topic of raising exceptions. Okay. SAP recommended this with examples are also we have tested. So then next we are moving ahead with another syntax. Well, just now we have seen one other syntax. Syntax to display okay message of message class. Any message class. Okay. Any message. Very simple. Like here. So message space ID. Message space ID. Immediately you have to write this. This is your okay message class name. Message ID, message class. Then next what type? Type followed by message type. What is that? Then second, next is number. Number followed by message number. Message number. Right? It's very simple and open. Right. So this is what just now we have seen. Message ID type message number. So very simple and easy way to write it. So go to our program. Yes, I'm coming out of this exceptions. So we will close this exceptions. I am going back to our okay message class. My message class is this. Right, open, keep it here. Again back to SC38, our program. Z underscore okay messages. Mm. So this is one type of right. Next, I'm going to separation. This is again okay. Another type of syntax is this. Display message of any message belong to any. Simply like message is a keyword, space ID of single quotes, capital letter, GAVK underscore SGCLS. Right. Then here it is type TYP, type I, type then number, triple J. Okay. So make sure that everything is commented. Yes. Okay. So we will just change this. So changing order is so that is some is expecting type first. So that is this is fixed syntax. Now okay, it is accepted. So I'm going to change it into VAI 001 right? Because one is ours, one is from SAP. Now this is your no address found. So this is another style of displaying this. Okay. So with that, almost we have completed the messages. But we have one very, very important topic that is called as. So these are all several variations of mm, uh, like different styles of this. Now I am going to introduce one important topic that is called as dynamic messages. Dynamic. So working with dynamic. Why it is called as dynamic message? Why we require dynamic message? First, so what is static versus dynamic? Yes. So yes, I'm going to explain. So, messages, messages, okay, uh, used to display with a fixed message text. Okay, static messages cannot be reused, cannot be reused. Static messages like encoded. Messages are used as a hard code. Yes. So, like next limitation is limitation of message class is it support only 1,000 messages. That means if you go with static type of messages, you can go up to 1,000 only, 000 to triple. But I want to more than that. Again, if we want more than that, then we have to go to another one more message class with 1,000, one more message class with 1,000. So how many messages you created? Because we need 5 lakhs. So if it is 5 lakhs, then 5 lakhs, huh? Some number we have seen recently, right? Something, so something, this many lakhs. Okay. Okay, so if these many messages, how many message class you create, how many messages you create. If I go this style, see the limitation of this G triple zero, let us see. Limitation of 001 because it is only useful to display this text. It is not none other than that. That is, it cannot be used for any other purpose. So in this server, in this remote server, in this system, this message class and this number always print this message text only. Yes or no? Because after observing 2-3 hours discussion, you got clarity that this is called as a hard-coded text, fixed text. Okay, it is okay if you want to go with other text. If you want to go with other text, you have to change the message number. It will take another text. This is again hard-coded. So these are all hard-coded text. Even 00, these are also hard-coded text only. But generally, if that is the case, how many lakhs of message classes and how many thousands of message classes and lakhs of messages you create? That is not at all recommended by SAP. That's why SAP introduced alternative concept called as dynamic message. So first you have to understand the fixed model limitation. Now I'm going to introduce dynamic messages advantage. Yes. Now, so that is why SAP introduced dynamic message concept. Dynamic message concept or messages. So advantages of dynamic is dynamic messages are not hard coded. First of all, not hard coded. Dynamic messages reusable. Okay, reusable. Because we have to know, yes, the advantage of this dynamic message. So, why it is called as dynamic message means what happens is that, like, dynamic message, dynamic message consists of or contains placeholders. Placeholders. So, placeholders, okay, are represented by, are denoted by, okay, by ampersand. This is called as and symbol or ampersand symbol, both technically mean. It. So, placeholders are replaced by the uh, placeholders are replaced by values at runtime. Yes. That is, okay, I'm still more, I will try to explain what happens. Calling program, that is message class using program, okay, that is executable program, sends sends values to message class message. Okay. So what happens? Why it is called as dynamic means? So the message statement, okay, receives because when the send happens, opposite receive also should be there. Receives the value from using program in this case of the final message. This is the activity in case of dynamic. but you will understand with examples through you will understand it. So what is the purpose of this and all? So we will go to one example program because this you cannot understand. Even I don't demonstrate first. I will take you to example program. This one first. Later we will go to this is your paint. We will. hmm, I'm going to. hmm, Right. This is your SE 91. hmm, SE 91. Like some G message class. I'll keep like this. Okay. SE 91 message class. Right. Now after that, we have to go to in this message class. What is there? Hmm. What is there? We have the left side is message numbers, right side is corresponding message text. This is your 000, 001, 002, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that, it will go up to 00999. Correct? Yes, this is what I want to. Because for why this is effort actually, it seems like time waste, but still clarity important. One time you understand it, can play with the SAP system. This is I'm going to SE38 program. It's uses program. Our Z program. Simply I'm calling it as Z program. This is program type one for executable program. Right. Now I'm going to yes. This is your this is the ABAP editor overall. Right. So now let's go to one by one. Like I'm going to directly message state. Okay, message state. What is this message? So message is I. Okay, I triple zero. I'm writing I triple zero of bracket G M S G C L S. Okay, with with followed by some okay some text. I want to display with some type of text. So what is that text? Text is like this. Okay, this is your like we have. I'm writing one hard coded text. Okay, N1. Okay, value is 0. I will write this. Okay. So prior to that, I'm just going to uh, this one message statement before we will declare one small example that is data N1 type I value 10. This is your boost declaration followed by message 10. Now, so you have to see what is the is activate and test this program. So when you go to activate and test, execute. When we execute, what happens? First, this message statement I triple zero. First, it will look at this message class. Yes, this message, and it will go to I triple zero. So as usual, we will keep it here as a triple zero, right? This is your triple zero. So pointing to triple zero, pointing to triple zero. With followed by what? With followed by single quotes through, we are passing one value. That means this message statement will pass one value to this, correct? So this is your here to when with n1 value is 0, to receive that we are keeping one placeholder here. This is your placeholder. That's it. We don't write anything. Only we will keep one placeholder there. So what is that placeholder advantage is that yes, it will print the value when one is 0. Now I am going to second message. What is this second message? Second message statement is this message. Okay, message is a keyword space V001. I'm changing the message number. Message class remains same. Information behavior same. With is a keyword. With followed by. Now I am going to pass two values. N1 value is then space N1. Like now you have to observe. Okay, assume that the first message statement is commented, second message statement is active. So the second one is pointing to 001 now. 001 means you have to understand this. It is pointing to this is okay. I need to write first. Here it is 001 now. Of the right. Because this message class say information message 001. So with followed by how many additions are there? N1 value is one addition and N1 that is two addition. So when you pass two value to hold the two value here what is required here is two placeholders required. Yes, this is your two placeholders. Two placeholders as a continuous or as a gap. That is up to you. No problem. That's it. So the result is you will get the message as you will get a message as what? N1 value is 10. You will get it. Because first addition is N1 value is. To hold that first placeholder works. Second placeholder is there. Actually, there is a one more scenario. I will uh, go to example. These placeholders can be kept with two types. That is nothing but message, message space that can be capital or small doesn't matter. 001, 002 no. With G message class, right? With followed by with you can write in caps or small doesn't matter. I'm writing three additions now. So N1 value is this is a kind of hard coded text. That's why you have to keep it in single quotes. N1 is declared variable. You can write outside quotes. Then is 0. Is 0 is again a text, hard coded text. You have to keep it in single quotes. Otherwise, it says unknown, unknown. You know. So now we are pointing to 002. So first I need to write it is 002. 00. In 002, when you execute this program, this message statement is going to send three values. 1, 2, 3. Three additions are three values. To hold these three values, it is pointing to Now we need three placeholders here. We need three placeholders. Now, okay. So placeholders can be specified with one space, placeholder two. These are all called as ampersand placeholders. All are same. Placeholder concept is at runtime, while execution time, these placeholders are replaced by the values. So three values, three placeholders. So what is the rule here? The number of additions with message statement and the number of placeholders must match. It works on this concept. There is no such a hidden logic here. Very simple, easily anybody can understand this. This is the dynamic message concept. Okay. So dynamic. Okay. So hope you guys understand the concept. With this knowledge, I am going to demonstrate because remaining we will continue in the code itself directly so that you will understand it very easily. Right. Now, again, I have one message class here. Okay, message class. And this is my program. Dynamic messages. I will introduce the dynamic. So, right, first concept, dynamic messages. I will go with the same example only because I don't want to confuse you. Same example. So that first message, I 00. Now I have to go to 0078 because you see these are all occupied. Which one? Seven occupied. You should know which are used one because the event is sometimes this is very important. Yes, because sometimes we will find the message. I want to see this message class is used where. Go with where used list. You'll get the so this class is used. Select to display 00 system with go back to 0. Here it is being used. Why? Because code is commented. That's why it is giving error. So, because only one moment you, you will just uncomment this code and show it. That's what. System behavior is correct always. Because everything is commented. Commented means as if it is not active code. So you go here. Now we got messages. Correct? Yes. Double click. Yes. Syntax error. Okay. If you go inside, here, inside of this one, we will keep the measure with this one. Double click, but actually it should display the message statement. Okay, got it. So I am going to close the cursor on this 006 will use. Will used want to use in function models. So it is showing the function model. So it is this way. So got it. So this is very much useful, very used in our to fix our lot of ABAP issues, functional issues, or because we will get one runtime error, configuration error, basis configuration, functional configuration, or user level. Simply, we will find out wherever this it is used in. It could be used in one program, or rather than searching a number of programs. Simply, uh, we will go to this where used quick fix. Okay, so with this also you can see that will take you to that where used. If it is used at least in one place, it will display one place. If at all it is used in multiple programs, multiple function models, it will display all the things. Suppose if you go back, I want to use VA of 000. Use it. Use all these. You want to should show something, right? Interview partner, go to where used. Yes, it should be used at least in one program. Okay. Yes. Placeholder. Suppose if you read this way, you will find in two types of things. Some are hard coded, some are with placeholder. Okay, what is this placeholder concept? Now in dynamic message through, you will come to know. Where used list, but you can find out. Okay, so I am going to back to our messages. Okay, so message I008. I'm pointing to I008. Because dynamic message, when you say dynamic message, the message is always created by forward navigation. This also you have to remember it. When we go to that dynamic messages, dynamic messages are always created by forward navigation. What is the meaning of that? Forward navigation means by double click. That is in program usage. We don't create in SC91 SC91 first. We will first come from the program. See, NI008 does not exist. I know that. So AVK underscore MSG correct? Now, I want to keep width here. Width N1, N1 value is 0. N1 value is 0. Just okay, right. So just observe it, execute it. It is showing with this way. I message class N1 value. It doesn't have any meaning. So if you want, you have to double click on I008. Please keep one placeholder here. Placeholder one. Just save it and come back. And you activate it. You are getting N1 value. Is that is exactly what you need to hear. This is going to uh, because with followed by some value. That is, this when you execute this program F8 while testing or execution or runtime or dynamic, why it is called as dynamic messages means this using program or message statement program is sending some values to the message class message number. It is sending with value. With that values are kept after with followed by. It could be value, hard coded value, or hard coded text. Anything, whatever you pass it. Simply, when you pass something to receive these values, it required a placeholder or The program sends, the message statement receives. So for receiving purpose, we'll keep ampersand 1 and 1. Okay, so execute, result is this. Okay, and one value is 0. Okay, I'm going to comment this. Now, again, message I009. This time is we are pointing to 9. Okay, avk underscore msg class with followed by, I will write n1 value is n1. That's it. Now you just observe with followed by two additions. This is one hard coded text. This is variable. Variable is already declared. That's why we are writing without quotes. That is, I want to send two things, hard coded text also and the value of n1 also. So that's why when two additions are there, I009 required two placeholders. Two placeholders. Save it. Go back. Okay. So if you execute it, you are getting n1 value is first addition result, second 10, second addition result. Okay, got it? Yes. Suppose some somebody asked me, sir, I want to go to 000. I will do only one. What will happen? But actually expected two, but I will give only one. So it will take first half. Just observe all this explore, you can do it. So only n1 value is we got. What is that 10? 10 we did not because here we this is going sending actually, but to receive that we doesn't have the this one. That is one thing. Somebody asked me one more question. This one, sir, I'll keep three, but I will send two. What happens? Opposite way. Yes, it will also look at three values. System assumes that you are sending with followed by three values. Either it could be text or value. So still it will print normal as usual. One, this is up to first value, first text, plus to placeholder result. This is second placeholder result. Third placeholder, nothing is there to print because it is not receiving anything. Okay, got it? So to avoid this confusion, what is recommended? The number of additions and the number of placeholders must match. We will go to three additions now. Message space I010 of GVK underscore MSG claims with followed by what? With followed by N1 value is N1. Yes. Okay. Just I will write 0. Just like that. See, here it is. Now this is a text. Again variable. Again text. System point of view. See, you may get a question, sir. This is 0. I don't want to keep in single quotes. Immediately it says that 0 is unknown. Why? Because this is not any predefined keyword. Okay. Even though I write N2 here, still you will get N2 is unknown. N2 is unknown. Got it? Because we have to go with simplified example first. So you have to be clear. So when you are pointing to 010 with three additions, you require three placeholders. Three placeholders. But I told you this placeholders 1, 2, 3 is also optional. Only number of three placeholders continuously or with gap also okay. Yeah. message here, because, but make sure that you have to explore one at a time. Otherwise, it leads to confusion. Okay, go. Yes, we got three values or not. Hope you guys understand the number of. This is your overall dynamic message concept. But now I am going to introduce this dynamic message concept in a different way. That is nothing but, hmm, suppose uh, here, hmm, I will use message I008 I008 of GAVK underscore message class. Okay, I'm pointing to I008 again. Yes. This time I will write with with, okay, simply welcome to SAP. I will write no problem. My own text. Okay, now what will happen? Still you are getting welcome to SAP. So that is the advantage. So if you go to here, my message class is this display mode. Now you see consolidated at a time. Placeholder 1, 2, 3. So we are targeting of what? In program we are targeting to 008. Correct? So when you want to replace, I will keep both statements wanted. Both. So if you keep both statements, what will happen? Okay, both. This I want to print this also, this also. It will print first n1 value is 0. Then continue. Click on this continue button. Then welcome to SAP. You will get it. Continue. Over. Hmm. Both are. That is because ABAP is interpreted based line by line. It will print this message on what this. So what do you understand with this is 008 is used here. Same thing 008 of that message class. See, this is called as reusability concept. I want to use this again. I want to use this. Okay. How do I use it? Place it 009. I want to use this 009. I will say simply, okay, ERP, something like that. Okay, I'm writing ERP, yes, two values, ERP and SAP. So for clarity's sake, we will comment this, comment this also. Because so 009, even this N1 you ignore, directly when you go to the 009, it's going to display ERP and SAP. Why? Two placeholders are required. So even you want to print this, you can print N1 value 10 with ERP. Okay. You have to see this message. Okay, got it. I want to use this. So now you understand the reusable concept, because dynamic messages are not hard coded. Dynamic messages are reusable. Messages are reusable. Here, I want to replace with some ABC you write, no problem. Who will ask you to what you want to write? A space, B space, C also you write. Then you remove this, all this. Mm, Now, if you want directly, you will get ABs. ABs. Whatever, because nothing is there in the message screens. Nothing is whatever. So, what is the advantage of these three is final conclusion, consolidate, final statement. See, here, whenever you want to print a single value, use this. Whenever you want to print two values, either text or values, use this. Whenever you want to print three values, use this. Now I will go with four values, five values. There is no how many placeholders you want to use. It is there might be some limitation, but generally we will find three, four, five, six also. No problem. Okay. Yes. Got it. So this message class message is not hard. Nothing is there here. One message, you can use it in 100 programs, 1000 programs, 1 lakh programs. That means for that, you no need to create another message class message because that is the advantage of this message class. This three, you can use it, reuse it n number of times. So this way, we can reduce the number of message classes, number of messages also because we are reusing concepts. Clear? Hope you guys are clear with this. That is the advantage of go back right. Um, done. If you uncomment all, no problem. Uncomment all, nothing will happen. Check, check, execute. First this one, but you have to observe me. I need to click on this. Then only second message come. I need to click on this. Then third message come. Then click fourth message comes. Next sixth, fifth message. Then sixth. So you have to observe sequential execution because all are information. That's why. But pointing to the same message class, this is a reusable concept. Any doubts? If we have any questions here, welcome. No problem. Ask at any point. Okay. If nothing is there, I'll proceed to another style because this is total reusable. One, two, three, four number. So one rule you write it here. Yes. What is the rule is okay. The number of as a rule, the number of additions, okay, followed by with with keyword must be equals to must be equals to number of placeholders. This is the rule actually. That means we can say other way around. What is that? Simple. You keep the placeholders because see, you have to observe me. I am not keeping placeholders first. Okay, got it? Because how many placeholders required that I decide the moment. When you double click it, you decide accordingly, you keep it. Okay, got it? That's why it is called as dynamic message, runtime message. In the live cases, most of the time we will use dynamic messages only, which are most reusable. Number of ways you can reuse it. Then I'm going to another style within another 5-10 minutes. Yes, this is your the next statement going to be yes this. So data LV underscore customer type KNA1 customer KNA1 kunnar value This is my actually, in fact, I have to fetch from select query, but I'm writing hard coded. Okay. Now, yes, I'm going to write one message with the I011 because I'm using same message class only. I don't want to disturb you by creating too many message class. Only one message. But here, hmm, I'm going to send a with followed by LV customer, LV customer. Hmm. Okay. Otherwise, okay, we will keep this way first. Later, I will go with another two, three times. I'm sending 12 and 13 also. Okay. Now, one by one. Yes. So here, double click on this I011. So you have to observe everything because we cannot write notes for everything. If you double click on this message class, control goes to the top message class, top level. But if you double click on 001, it is pointing to 011 only. Here, I'm going to write uh, placeholder one. Customer created successfully. This is one message. So I'm writing, this is little extended statement. I'm not only using placeholder, I'm using one text also. Text. So what happens? Now if you execute this, okay, I'm going to cover first all the things. I012. Yes. Now the modified customer number is placeholder one. Go back. I02. I013. 013. Yes. Because we are not focusing, everything is information message through only. I want to show you. Same message class, same behavior. Because this is not explore on the message type or message class. Only dynamic concept. Okay. Now the customer, okay, is displayed. I don't want to use even placeholder also. Placeholder only. I'll use 1, 2, 3 also. I don't. Now you have to observe this. I'll come back. Here I will show you. Come back and show. Go inside. Now you can find it here. This is bigger tag, which is a combination of a message statement, message class, message text. It could be up to 72 characters length. I said this. It can be alphanumeric. I said it may have only text. You are looking at above 0 to 7 is only text. 08 to 010 is only placeholder. Now what is the 11, 12, 13 is combination of placeholder with text. All the three combinations may be supported. The placeholder can be, yes, placeholder can be at any operand position. Beginning, the end, the middle. Wantedly I mentioned beginning, last. Yes. Now we will see this message begin. This is behavior one of them. Yes, you can test only one all at because this is 100 only, all are information only. So if I execute, you are getting 100. First placeholder is replaced by LV customer. LV customer value is 100. Value passed from program to message. The placeholder received 100 and printing, followed by hard coded text. Customer created successfully is hard coded text. Then the modified customer number is this is hard coded text. Last placeholder 100. Next, the customer, see, the customer is hard coded text. He is displayed also hard coded text, left and right. In between, the 100 is replaced. 100 is replaced. Got it? But why 100? Now I will change it to 200. Now, when you change the value 200, what happens? The message 200 customer displayed, created, 200 modified, 200 displayed. Yes, that is advantage of dynamic messages is we are controlling. We are controlling. Whatever you pass, huh, whatever the value you pass it here, yes. Hope you are clear with this. So that means this is your final. I introduced different ways, but this is also have some limitations. What is the limitations? You have to observe that. See, this is these are all very limitation. It cannot be used for other purpose, right? But if you go to these three are fully flexible, but this is flexible to print a single value only. This is flexible to print only two values only. This is flexible to print as and when required three values only. But this is not flexible. It is one way it is flexible, another way it is not flexible. Because it is only whenever one successful customer is created, at that time only it can be used. You cannot use it for modified or display or changed purpose. Got it? And that too, whenever one single customer is created, that time only you can use this message. That means, but customer number can be 100 or 200. So it is reusable, but to some extent only reusable. That is the limitation of it because of this hard coded text. This is also reusable to some extent. Whenever a single customer is modified, for that purpose only you can use it. None other than that. Whenever a single customer you want to display, got it? This is the way we will go with dynamic messages concept. Okay, yes, hope you guys are clear with this. So, with this knowledge, if I go to VA now, you will understand easily, right, why they kept as this. Okay, these are all does so and so does not exist, does not exist. If what is this? If some two values does not exist at that time, it can be used. Yes, entering start value, start time, these are all hard coded. Error blocking. Error blocking of what? In your SD sales scenario, if something is blocking, at that time error blocking followed by something. So you see sales activity not found. What is this sales activity not found? But if you read this way, we cannot understand. The activity name or number program sends at then this placeholder can get replaced. Okay, yes, that's what I'm looking. Yeah, just I want to show the sales activity. So you know, this is your sales organization followed by placeholder. So this placeholder print what sales organization number. This is printing activity number. See, place holders of operand position. Place sales activity has been blocked. See, now you can find, now you are clear with anything you understand now. Yes, sometimes only placeholder or sometimes they will use and one and two, etc. etc. Okay, this is your dynamic messages concept. I hope things are clear. So